All right, so Kamala Harris made the news again. Of course, it wasn't for anything to commend her for. She once again stuffed her foot in her mouth when she was answering a question regarding abortions and the Democrats' failure to do anything significant about it, as they continuously have said and still to this day say that they would. Take a look at this video.
You don't have to abandon your faith, whatever that might be, to agree the government should not be making that decision for a woman. And so that's why I say, let women make those most intimate decisions. Let people make the most intimate decisions that are about what I call heart and home, which includes contraception, which includes same-sex marriage. Let them make that and be free to make those decisions without government interference.
When you look back, did Democrats fail, past Democratic presidents, congressional leaders, to not codify Roe v. Wade over the past 5 decades?
I think that, to be very honest with you, I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believed that certain issues are just settled. Certain issues are just settled.
Clearly we're not.
No, that's right. And that's why I do believe that we are living, sadly, in real unsettled times.
Wow. You know, I find absolutely nothing interesting about Kamala Harris. She's very boring, extremely bland. Just from my perspective, as for what I've seen from her in clips just like what we just watched, you know, she strikes me as a person that when she says things, she kind of just says them with no real objective. She's not trying to have you, the person she's speaking to, in this case, the interviewer, understand her position or where she's coming from. It seems like she just likes to speak words, even if they really have no meaning, as those words did there. But just saying anything will suffice. That's what I gather from this character. I mean, what do you even make of what she just said there? I'll try to read it. I mean, I didn't understand it, so I don't think I'll understand it now. I think that, to be very honest with you, I do believe that we should have rightly believed what we certainly believe, that certain issues are just settled. Anytime anyone tries to tell you that politicians are somehow the most intelligent people on earth, please slap them across the face, because that they've just disrespected you and everybody else that you know. If someone tries to give you the runaround and let you know that the people that are running this country, and many other countries for that matter, are the most intelligent people that exist. Now, as it pertains to her very bizarre behavior in that interview, the lack thereof of an ability to adequately and sufficiently answer a question correctly so that we can all understand what the hell is going on with these people, as they continuously say that they'll do something about an issue, but they always go back on their word. Not like I expect anything different, and neither should you, but I figured I'd speak about this because it's all too characteristic of Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party, and any politician for that matter. It doesn't really matter what party affiliation you're a part of, they all serve the same purpose. But coming back to Kamala Harris and this extremely bizarre behavior, you know, this all just kind of ties in too perfectly to this cinematic experience that I would like to call it, that we have been experiencing as of late, as an entire country, as American people. You know, our government has been engaged in these theatrics that they don't seem to want to quit anytime soon. But like I said before, they're serving their purpose, and that's what they're there for, to provide these theatrics. And it's not just as it pertains to the abortion issue. That's just one place of it. You know, that's just one area. You know, it's in many other issues, whether it's guns, civil rights or liberties or whatever. But it's this charade that they put on, this fakery, as many may call it, of, oh, we care so much about this, we'll do something, you just got to donate to us, so let us fundraise, get a bunch of money, and then vote to put more of us in, so we also still don't do anything about it. I mean, clips like this show you that in the greatest example.
Well, the first thing I do as president is sign the Freedom of Choice Act. That's the first thing that I do. Now, the Freedom of Choice Act is not my highest legislative priority.
Now, that was Barack Obama shown to be incredibly hypocritical. And also, I need to remind you that at a certain point in his presidency, he actually had supermajorities. And once again, nothing was done on this issue. Once again, alluding to the fakery, to the theatrics, to this overall cinematic experience that we're getting that kind of makes it seem like we're in a simulation. And as I said before, abortion is only one side of the story. It's also transpired to foreign policy, and it's been like that for quite some time. But most recently, the war in Ukraine, this whole this fakery around this war that's been spun by Western media to be a war of good against evil, and only one side is fighting for true justice, equality, and freedom, and the other side, they're the terrorizers, and we must defeat them at all costs. But that's an entirely different conversation for another video. But all in all, this is once again another classic example of an American politician engaging in their famous theater, fumbling around with a very easy and obvious question that has a simple answer if one would even give it just a little bit of thought. But it seems like Kamala Harris isn't even capable of doing that.